Good evening. Fatherhood is a role chosen voluntarily. Becoming a father starts with commitment in marriage. Man and woman come into intimate relationship that results into birth of a child. When a child is born, man becomes a father, woman becomes a mother. Effective fathering assumes preparedness and skills. When scriptures are observed, there is no surprise in the process. It is when young man feels to observe what God's word instructs by having sexual intimacy before commitment in marriage and by having a child before needed preparation is done. But the big element of surprise comes, which causes chaos. I have a cousin that grew up without a father figure, but at a young age, God took him under his wing. By his power, he escaped many negative effects of fatherlessness, but still bore some scars. He never heard, "That's good, son. Nice catch. Nice throw. Nice anything." Fatherlessness in American society is colossal. Never before in this great country called the USA have so many children been voluntarily abandoned by their fathers. National Center for Fathering states that according to 72.2% of the U.S. population, fatherlessness is the most significant family or social problem facing America. Fatherlessness is not acceptable. It destroys the precious lives of children. Today, we would first explore the causes of fatherless household in Dallas-Fort Worth. Next, understand the consequences of fatherlessness, and finally, implement some solutions to society's biggest problem, which is father absence. I will begin by telling you about the causes of fatherless household. Historically, fatherlessness in America was caused by paternal death. Today, the principal cause of fatherless is paternal choice. In 1900, only 8.5% of children were born outside of marriage in America. 60 years later, that number had only barely changed to 9% of children born out of wedlock. Today, according to Clark, 41% of all births occurring outside of marriage. In 1960, 23% of births to black were outside of marriage. Today, that number is a staggering 72.8%. It is 53.2% among Hispanics and 29% among whites. Out of wedlock birth and fatherless household have a huge impact upon society that is far more significant than most realize. Now that we have better understanding of the causes of fatherless household, here are some of the effects of fatherlessness on children. Father absence is a primary predictor of a host of societal ills affecting and destroying children. Delinquency of children, and in particular boys, is promoted by father absence. According to Wood, the problems with not having fathers is children's lives can be so severe that they can cause an 86% increase in the likelihood that a child will become a psychotic delinquent. According to Clark, some of the widely recognized statistics of the ills and costs to society of father absence include 90% of all homeless and runaway children, 70% of juveniles in state-operated institutions, 75% of all adolescent patients in chemical abuse centers, and 85% of prison youths. There is also a 3/4 increase in the likelihood that a child will be involved in gang activity. Father absence also creates a significant decrease in school performance and a significant increase in disruptive school behavior. Clark says that fatherless children also account for 7% of all high school dropouts. Some of the effects of this low academic achievement can be seen in the substantial increase in men's odds of ending up in the lowest occupational stratum, repeating the illegitimacy cycle, and ending up dead broke, unable to support their children. You can see that fatherlessness has dreadful effects on children. Now, here are some solutions that will work the best for this problem. We can still end this curse of fatherlessness. Here are the strategies to end the curse of fatherlessness. America's 300,000 churches and synagogues should be called upon to make marriage preparations so rigorous that weak relationships break on their own. In my church, our pastor and his wife have trained 38 couples married decades to mentor 135 couples preparing for marriage. 25 of them broke up, but of the 110 who married, only one has separated. Churches can help couples avoid bad marriages before it begins and give marriage insurance to the rest. Further, they can strengthen all existing marriages and even save 80 to 90% of the rest troubled. Lastly, fatherless or not, man should commit himself to his family and the Lord. Fatherless children should learn from their experiences. They should be the pillar of the home and be a good role model to their children. Because of this, there would be strong, faithful, happy families. As a result, father absence in the society will decrease. Hence, children will have strong values and will grow into good citizens. One might object here that seeking the Lord will not help the problem of fatherlessness because people can still be tempted to have sexual intimacy before commitment in marriage, but I say that the only way to fill the gaping hole in the human heart is with the presence of the living God. I have now described the plans of action for father absence. In conclusion, please allow me to recap the main points again. Out of wedlock, births, and fatherless households have terrible effects on children. Father absence promotes antisocial behavior as well as criminal activity and psychological problems. Children's academic performance is also severely affected. But above all these, this curse can still be resolved. Churches should make marriage preparations to help avoid bad marriages. And most important, people should, fatherless or not, be committed to their families and the Lord. The greatest natural resource of this country lies in its children. Promoting responsible fatherhood is a must because fathers play a vital role in the growth and stability of our nation's children. With that being said, we should put Jesus in charge and we will be fatherless no more. Thank you.